Welcome, everybody. My name is Jennifer Myers, and I'm so excited that you're here joining us this evening to learn a little bit more about one simple change and really how you can adopt some of these changes for you and your family and start implementing some things immediately. So I want to start just by sharing a little bit about my story. I actually grew up in a very unusual situation in that I grew up in a very healthy household. Okay, my mom had a very good head on her shoulders about nutrition and most things, and there was no junk food in my house. None. No sugar, no sweets, no sodas, no chips, nothing. We had a big organic vegetable garden out in the backyard. My mom would drive 20 minutes and get milk straight from a cow. We grew up on whole food nutrition. And at the time, it wasn't so great because none of my friends wanted to come to my house and play. However, looking back, I'm just so grateful that that's how I was brought up because, first of all, nobody in my family ever got sick. And if we did, it was over like that. And the other thing is, I'm the only kid that I know that never missed one single day of grade school. So I had this healthy foundation. And I was a very serious swimmer. And I actually went to a university to swim there. And what happened was my mom didn't come with me. And I started eating like everybody else did. And my health went from here to there so quickly. In a matter of a few months, I developed all kinds of shoulder problems. I was getting sick constantly and I couldn't shake it. I was exhausted all the time and it literally ended my swimming career. I didn't even make it through my first year. And it never occurred to me that my diet had changed so dramatically. And it was in my late 20s then that I started really learning about nutrition and about the whys behind good nutrition and why it's important for us to eat a healthy diet and especially fruits and vegetables. This says 150 doctors researched 4,500 studies on what keeps us healthy. The only common denominator was a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. And really this is why, we hear so much about free radicals and oxidative stress because literally oxidative stress is pretty much the underlying cause to really the whole disease process and inflammation. And it's what causes an apple to rot. And if you look at this apple, you can see one half of it is oxidized and it's aged. But what happens when you squeeze fresh lemon juice on the other half? The lemon juice, which is a great antioxidant, actually protects the apple and it's neutralizing the free radical damage to that apple, keeping it younger, fresher. And it works the same way in us. Okay, this is why we need to eat fruits and vegetables because where are antioxidants found? Mostly in fruits and vegetables. And thankfully, there's a little bit in dark chocolate. So we really have learned through science that, first of all, nature cannot be duplicated, right? Every fruit and every vegetable has thousands of phytonutrients. Phyto means plant. It's the Greek word for plant. And so there's thousands of these phyto or plant nutrients and antioxidants in every single fruit and vegetable. This is a list of 400 phytonutrients that they've discovered in an apple. So everything you see there is in the right balance. It's in the right synergy. Everything's working together in the right ratio for exactly what your body needs. And that's why whole food nutrition is important. Now, people who say, oh, but I take a multivitamin. Well, are you going to compare your 13 isolated components in your vitamin to that? Absolutely not. There is no comparison because man will never be able to duplicate nature. And actually, when I was first introduced to Juice Plus, I was at a health talk with one of our very forward-thinking doctors, and somebody in the audience asked, what do you think is the best thing in fruits and vegetables? And he said, it's probably something we haven't even discovered yet. And he's probably right. So we all know fruits and vegetables are important and that we need to eat more. But the sad reality is it's not happening in the American household. We're just not eating enough. Today's recommendations are 7 to 13 fresh raw fruits and vegetables every single day. The experts are saying athletes should be somewhere between 16 to 18 fresh raw fruits and vegetables every day. However, most of the population is consuming less than 1 cup of fruit and less than 1.5 cups of vegetables every day. And that's why Juice Plus is so important, because Juice Plus bridges the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating every single day. And we're doing that so beautifully with our Juice Plus capsules, our chewables, our Juice Plus shakes, which I'm going to share in just a minute. And our theme is inspiring healthy living around the world. And we do that with our products. We do that with Juice Plus. We also have this amazing tower garden. So people who really get this and they want to take their Juice Plus and get it in this very simple form, that's awesome. But some of us also enjoy growing our own fresh produce right from home. I have 2 tower gardens, one in my basement that I have year-round with fresh greens and herbs. I absolutely love it. And I have another tower garden on my back porch. So this tower garden is a vertical, hydroponic, aeroponic growing system. It uses less than 10% of the land and the space, and it uses less than 10% of the water of traditional gardening. So we have got just amazing solutions everywhere, every way you look at it. And look what is in our Juice Plus products. This is a list and a picture showing everything that you get in our trio. So that's our orchard blend, our garden blend, and also our vineyard blend. Think about it. When was the last time you ate some of these foods? And it's interesting. When I, again, in my late 20s, when I started learning about the importance of fruits and vegetables, I became a vegetarian. I was in a master's swimming program, so getting a lot of exercise. I also started juicing, and I don't know if any of you have ever tried that before, but it was a daily exercise of shopping, chopping, slopping, and mopping. It was not easy to do, but I had a very healthy diet. So when I was introduced to Juice Plus, it just made sense to me because I was already a huge proponent of whole food nutrition. And I saw it as a way to replace the juicing. I wasn't really expecting to notice any results, but I did. Within the first couple of months, I started noticing that I actually had more energy. I was waking up easier, which was kind of a big deal back then. I also noticed that some of my shoulder, because I was doing the master's swimming, my shoulders had started hurting a little bit again. That went away. And I used to bruise a lot, and that went away. And I had to scratch my head because I thought, wow, I pretty much live on fruits and vegetables. Why all these changes? And I believe it's because what you're looking at, it's the variety of fresh raw fruits and vegetables that I was doing in my diet every single day. As a vegetarian and even with juicing, I tended to eat the same things over and over, and I didn't have this wide variety. In our One Simple Change program, part of what we have is a just wonderful community on Facebook. And we have support groups for our customers and people who want to be plugged into like-minded people and get some extra education. We share recipes and tips and encourage one another and some education. And in May, our theme is Color Your Plate. And this is just an example. This one is talking about how important it is to get your dark purples and your reds into your diet, because every single color of a fruit and vegetable has different phytonutrients doing different things in your bodies. And that's why we say, eat the rainbow diet, eat all of those different colors, and Juice Plus will help you do that. And it was important to me to know that Juice Plus was whole food. I was all about whole food. And so we actually have a food label with Juice Plus. It says nutrition facts, not supplement facts. All of our ingredients, all of our produce, everything is non-GMO. Everything's dairy-free. It's gluten-free. We're NSF certified, which is basically like the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. It is the standard in safety. And basically, it's third-party assurance that everything that we have on our label and we say is in Juice Plus is in there. And there's nothing in there that's not on the label. So there's no banned substances. You know, we even have a sport level NSF certification, which absolutely ensures that that exact product has nothing in it that would be a problem for like an NCAA athlete or an Olympic athlete. There's no heavy metals, etc. And we're backed by over 30 published clinical studies. And this is what really sets Juice Plus apart from anything that's on the market. We have today 34 of these published studies. This research is being done at the finest universities all over the world, published in the best, most prestigious peer-reviewed journals in the world, proving that Juice Plus not only is absorbed in the body, but it's working on a cellular level. It is improving health, as you can see here, contributing to cardiovascular wellness, supporting a healthy inflammatory response, supporting the quality of life in ovarian cancer survivors, reducing insulin resistance in overweight boys, supporting lung health in smokers. It goes on and on, supports healthy skin and gums. Remember that apple? I think we all want healthier skin and younger looking skin. Supports the immune system, protects our DNA, reduces oxidative stress. It is amazing, and it just goes on, and this just gives me great peace of mind. I had mentioned earlier about our Juice Plus Complete Shakes. I absolutely love these shakes. I do at least one a day. I always start my day with breakfast with our shake. They taste delicious. There's two flavors. There's a chocolate and a vanilla flavor. They're not lumpy. They're not clumpy, they're not chalky, they are delicious and they mix super easy. And as you can see here, they're low fat, low sugar, low glycemic, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO. I mean, it is just amazing. We have a plant-based protein blend, which includes soy, chickpea, pea, and rice. And by the way, Juice Plus has the largest non-GMO soy field in the world. Very, very high quality water wash soy. And you know, the healthiest populations, the longest living populations on the planet consume a small amount of healthy non-GMO soy in their diets. We have a fiber blend, an ancient grain and sprout blend of broccoli, alfalfa, radish, amaranth, quinoa, millet. So you can see this is whole food. I feel like most shakes on the market are more like a vitamin thrown into a shake, but not with Juice Plus. And as I mentioned, our One Simple Change program will connect you with like-minded people. It's like our products are supporting your body and your health in such a fantastic way. And it's also wonderful to be supported with this community of people, which is so fun. And Heather's going to talk more about that. And we have a children's health study, and this is such a fantastic program. Basically, the way it works is any adult who gets on our Orchard Garden Blend capsules or chewies can sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and college age to get their Juice Plus chewables or capsules for free. And they can do this for up to 4 years. Such an amazing program to help families get their kiddos healthy as well. And for that gift, we are collecting some data. So you fill out a survey several times a year, and we have close to 1 million kids who have gone through this children's health study program. And you can see these results. 56% of the kids were taking fewer over-the-counter and or prescription drugs. And do you know our kids are one of the fastest growing groups in terms of pharmaceuticals? How amazing that we have 56% less. 60% were missing fewer days of school. 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables, visiting the doctor less, drinking more water, consuming more fruits and vegetables. A definite 89% increase in awareness of overall health. And 96% reported that there was some sort of a positive benefit. Dr. Du Bois is one of the most compassionate and brilliant medical doctors, I think, on the planet. He absolutely pioneered the way with the AIDS epidemic. And that was when he actually was introduced to Juice Plus. And he says that after looking at all the research done on Juice Plus, I recognize that there's nothing else available any place in the world, with or without a prescription, that has been shown to do all of those things in the human body. And I can tell you, for me as a mom, it gives me so much peace of mind to know that myself and my family, we are flooding our bodies every single day with this incredible nutrition. So with that, I would like to introduce you to my very good friend, Heather Allen, who is a fantastic mom. And she's got one of the busiest families I know. And she's going to just share with you a little bit about her Juice Plus journey and really what these one simple changes have meant to her and her family.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jennifer. Great job. And you know what? Every time I hear that, I just fall in love more and more with our product every day. And I can't tell you what it has done for not only myself, but our family through the years. And to have been taking, and I was thinking about that today, we've been taking Juice Plus and flooding our bodies with fruits and vegetables for over 15 years now. Crazy. So taking you back, I would say about 15 years ago, I had complications with our daughter. After I delivered her at birth, she actually was fine, but I actually lost 3 liters of blood and had 2 blood transfusions. And it was a really, really scary time in my life because I had been teaching fitness and I thought I was eating healthy. And I thought, I'd have these, a great pregnancy, which it actually up to that time, it had taken about 3 years by the time we had Maddie to actually get pregnant, miscarry, and then I had her. So here I thought I was healthy, but I had these complications. And so you, Jennifer, had told me about Juice Plus when you caught wind of what happened to me, and I was taking it about 3 or 4 months. And my hematologist, oncologist came in to one of my appointments, and he asked me, what are you doing different with your diet? And I just told him, I said, the only thing that I'm doing is taking these fruit and vegetable capsules. And he said, is it Juice Plus? And I'm like, you know about this? And he said, we have a whole bunch of cancer patients that take Juice Plus. And he's like, but the reason I'm asking you is that your hematocrit, your hemoglobin, and your platelet levels are skyrocketing. So talk about validation and first party, just like, wow. I remember calling you, Jennifer, and saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't get on this sooner, because you had told me about it prior to that. When you're in the fitness field, you get hit with every product you can imagine. And so I just remember calling and being, I'm so sorry, I can't believe this. Listen to what my doctor told me. So that's really when I felt compelled that I needed to share it with other people. And that's why we're sitting here today and sharing Juice Plus. So does anybody ever feel like these 2 pictures at the top? That is me in the top left. I laughed when I found this picture. I'm like, you know what? That just sums it up right there with the volleyball in the hand. When we were going through and raising our children, Madison, when she was an infant, we were actually opening up the capsules and sticking it in her formula when I was done breastfeeding. We were actually breaking up the capsules and sticking them in there. So I remember her taking Juice Plus. We were taking Juice Plus. And when we were really doing our business with this too, we were having babies. We had, 3 kids under the age of 5 when we first started taking Juice Plus. And this is just so funny, to see that sums up, Chris right there, because it's a balancing act in our house. And as he's coming, I'm going. As I'm coming, he's going. We've got 3 kiddos that are in 2 different sports each. And Madison has learned, and I can't say this enough, how much I value Juice Plus and what it's done, because fueling for performance is so key. And she knows that fruits and vegetables are the way to go. And so when she's getting ready for a competition, whether it be on the lacrosse field or the volleyball court or working out with dad, and, she does personal training, she's at the gym, for volleyball 5 out of 7 days of the week. And, for her to come home, she's got to fuel her body real fast. And that's, you were talking about the complete shakes. And wow, I mean, talk about on-the-go nutrition. And that carries over to Colton here. You know, he's my 12-year-old that has also, you know, he's 100% Juice Plus baby boy. And, you know, he came in 9 pounds into this world. And I don't know if that's always a good thing to say, but he was healthy and vibrant. And, you know, not that Madison wasn't a beautiful baby girl, but there is something about Juice Plus babies. And I could tell the difference. And when you look at Colton and when you look at how he fuels his body, you know, he doesn't believe in diets, but he right now he's challenging me to get a 6-pack because that's what he's trying to do right now. He saw Braden's 6-pack and he's like, wait a second. I'm like, as you get older, honey, it's not as easy to maintain. So one thing I wanted to say here is Braden is pick me, child number 3. And boy, he is all about, you know, I'm going to be a leader. You know, I'm always the third one, but I'm going to step up and I'm going to persevere. And I put these 2 pictures down at the bottom because we had gone with his elementary school to do the incline in Castle Rock. And he just was, I mean, these students were up and down the path and up and down the path like 3 times when we had gone out there. Well, Braden was just like, okay, we're starting this fitness routine as a family. Colton's getting his abs back. Mom and dad are on a mission. And you know what? Maddie's working out all the time and I want to do this. Let's go over to the incline again. So we went over there and it's so cool to be fueled by your kids and what they're seeing is important. And, you know, we brought the Juice Plus soft chews. I remember when I picked them up from school, gave them some shakes, and then we head over to the incline again. And those kids, my boys, went up, you know, 6 times and came down, and I went up 3, which I was really, really excited. But I remember on that the 3rd time I went up there, they're both at the top, you know, cheering me on, like 10 more steps, Mom, you can do this, you've got this. So we are just teaching our family and teaching our children how important nutrition is. And this one is really near and dear to my heart. Chris went in for a complete, total knee replacement last year in January. And it was, January 2015. And he actually was really nervous, kept putting it off and everything. And I said, you know what? You've got Juice Plus behind you. You've been taking Juice Plus for so long. You're going to bounce back from this really quickly. And the day of the surgery, he was walking around. That picture in the middle, he was up and moving around. And they got him, no kidding, on those stairs the very next day. The picture on the left was literally the day that he had his surgery. In the middle, that's probably about 2.5 months down the road. This is his knee today on the right. And you can barely see a scar. You wouldn't even know. And it has changed the quality of his life by doing that. But what I really wanted to point here is that Juice Plus nutrition starts within and shows on the outside. And he was fueling his body. He recovered from that surgery so well. And, you know, he's like, gosh, I wish I would have done this. So, you know, you hear these horror stories and he's like, I wish I would have done this so much sooner. So, yeah.
You know, Sean just had a major knee surgery, same thing. At the 2-month mark, his doctor was amazed and said that he was looking like he was 3 months post-op when he was on 3 months. He was way
ahead. I believe it. Mm-hmm. So there's something to be said about jumpstarting your journey with this. And, you know, loving your body, this is your temple. This is, you know, the only body you're going to get. So if you can get this whole concept of eating more whole foods, drinking more water, and if actually you take your body weight, divide it in half, that's how many ounces you should be having a day. And I'm sure there's a lot of people on this call that are stressed out and, you know what, would like to sleep more. What would that mean to you? And then possibly making, you know, that one simple change, meaning get more exercise. I don't care if it's a walk. If you want to jog and walk, if you want to, you know, park further away from your job, starting with one simple change. But really, to me, our first one simple change was way back when we started Juice Plus. And this is a very daring picture.
It is. I have to move
on the left-hand side. Mm-hmm. This is actually when, and I put this on here because I'm like, wow, that was when I was 32 years old. And then today I'm 47. I feel that I look younger now than I did then. And this was after all the complications with Maddie. We started this and that, we didn't even know what one simple change was, and we were already doing it. And we did a workout program and an eating regimen of cleaner eating. And that was 12 weeks to the date later on the right-hand side at the top, where Chris lost 57 pounds and I lost 32. And we are still at that point. You know, life happens, stress happens, the kids are going everywhere, and it's really hard to, I got to tell you, I don't want to say hard, I want to say challenging to stay in that tip-top shape, but we knew we could do it. And so we're on that health kick journey as we speak now, but we are leaving a legacy in our kids. And our tower gardens, like Jennifer mentioned, I mean, we were out in Florida where this picture was taken, and the tower gardens were at a hotel. And I thought that was so cool because we are inspiring people around the world for cleaner and healthier eating. And the kids were so excited to see these tower gardens because they knew what a difference our company is making by our awesome products. And to have these there, we were just so excited, and we have 2 of our own as well. And Jennifer did touch on this. You know, being part of a like-minded community is so key. You know, we're part of a mission-driven force, and we are part of a culture, and it is so exciting to have people with common interests to be a part of. And we can do that in so many different ways with events that we have going on in different areas, with Facebook groups that we have going on. We also have challenges, and we have detoxes. And, you know, whether you want to lose weight or you're wanting to make that first one simple change step, it's great to be part of the supportive community that has your vested interest at heart. And so Jennifer mentioned the Color Your Plate. So that is what May is. And I love that we have these different things that we can put out to the community, you know, January through December, where it's a challenge, you know, new year, to gratitude, going green, and then, you know, hydrating and falling into fitness. So this is just a catalyst. This whole thing with Juice Plus and our product and what we're doing here is a catalyst to get you forward thinking and, you know, maybe having a little bit of cleaner eating into your daily regimen and to really just bring consciousness to the family. And this I just loved. Change happens when you say, I deserve something better, and start to go out and get it. And that's what One Simple Change means to us.
Thank you so much, Heather. I just love your story. I've loved watching your family and our kids grow up together, and it's inspiring. And you guys really epitomize what One Simple Change is all about. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening. And I hope that you want to join us. This is a mission, and we are passionate and have a huge purpose in making a difference in changing the lives of so many people by inspiring healthy living around the world. Thank you. Have a great
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Heather.
You bet.